Boom, 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 boom. Hey, yo, Casca in the house. How you doing? Long time no see. Long time no see. We miss you, Casca. Boom, 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 boom. I don't know if I'm gonna redo this because I'm not sure if it showed up. Casca in the house. How you doing, sister? Long time no see. We missed you. We missed you. We've missed you. Boom, 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 boom. I got the Tom Baby song in my house. Dun 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 dun. Tom Baby. Thirsty Thursday used to be. I used to be a drinker. I wasn't an. I mean, I wasn't an alcoholic. I mean, by the strictest definition, I was probably considered an alcoholic. When I was in college, I was an alcoholic, but it was more of a like, I just wanted to drink. Yeah, I was talking to you. Are you talking to me? I just wanted to drink. I just wanted to drink, get drunk. I mean, does that make me an alcoholic? It's a weird definition, right? Ding, 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 a ding, a ding, ding. Pretty exciting to go. Oh, excuse me. Look at my socks. But then after that, I was like, I wasn't, I was in a fraternity. We would wake up. I'd have some fraternity brothers. Like we would go water skiing in the morning. If I get the shakes, I don't think I ever got the shakes from alcohol. And like we would go boating and we would get up at like 6 in the morning because we'd want to, water skiing. We'd want to get out there when that water was glass. Those fools would start drinking. I'm like, how the hell do you drink at 7 in the morning? For me, I used it as a crutch, even though I was a lady killer. I was scared to talk to the ladies. Then later on in life, I was never like alcohol always just kind of made me sick for the most part. Well, it turns out I had celiac, so all that beer I was drinking obviously wasn't good for me. But I didn't want to give up. I'm not a person that gives up. I'm like, so I didn't want to give up on alcohol. Then I went to rum and cokes for a while. I would drink like I would go stretches. Like I would go stretches for like a year or two where I wouldn't drink. And then I would like I might have a six pack like once grab a six pack. And then I would have my stretches where I would drink basically every night, for a few months. And there was so I don't know like what constitutes being an alcoholic. I do know I don't drink at all. I haven't drank in like 2 years plus and I don't miss it. So I don't know. I mean, I don't need alcoholics. I know I would say from the I'm not an alcoholic, right? I don't need meetings. I don't yeah. I don't know why I'm going I guess I'm as Casca would say, I'm getting up on my high horse. I do miss the ganja from time to time. But I haven't done that either lately. I mean, I haven't done that for about a year now. And it's not like I was, I didn't really start doing that until recently, a couple years ago, because it became legal and I wanted to see if it would help me sleep and etc. But it's a weird thing, just like alcohol. It was hard for me to be in a nice zone with alcohol. I was either A going to the bathroom too much, B I would get a hangover, start getting a bad hangover like a second beer in. It turns out rum and cokes was probably the best mix for me, but I never like I would always be in this like, alcohol like euphoria for like 5 minutes. And it was the same with weed. I'd get like 10 or 15 minutes of, the giggles and this is great. But then most of the time I was just in this state of like nothing. I didn't want to do I'm not talking couch lock. I'm talking like retro in the house. How you doing, brother? Yeah, retro gets. Yeah, I probably get. My problem is I get like blackout drunk too easily, or shit faced too easily. It just like because I'm a fast drinker, and a fast eater. So I mean, like I drink it fast, right? Even like a rum and like I would pour a rum and coke. I would make it stiff, and I would just slam it because that's just how how I work. I mean, I would literally drink it, and then I would I would have to satiate myself. So within like the first 3 minutes, I basically had 4 to 6 shots of rum because I'm making some stiff ass rum and cokes. And then, I can get to a point where I would make that next one last like 10 minutes or whatever. But and then with weed, it's weird. I would get to this, and I'm not talking couch lock. I'm talking like I didn't want to do anything. Nothing. Everything seemed like a bad idea. I didn't want to watch TV. I didn't want to watch. Some people would get high and watch Netflix. I didn't want to do shit. So, and it sucked. It was a very like. I would get very, very like. I don't even know. I don't even know how to explain it. I would just be like, oh, everything sounded and seemed horrible. So I would just be like, I'm going to sleep. And I would just put my head down until I went to sleep. It would last like 30, 40, and eventually I'd fall asleep. And I'm like, why the hell am I doing this to myself? Anyway, you want some biscuits? My title was gonna be Bitcoin dot 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 space bitch, but then I changed it. I don't know what made me change it to Buttermilk Biscuits. I got the Sir Mix-a-Lot song in my head for some reason. I'm sure neither one of you have heard that song, but that was off his first album with My Hoopty. And what was his most famous song on that? I'm trying to remember. God damn it, Sir Mix-a-Lot. Posse on Broadway. You guys probably don't know that one either. You probably know him from what was it? Put him on the glass fame or whatever. Put him. I don't forget how that song goes, but my posse's on Broadway. Me and Kid Sensation, that home away from home. The rock band got him. Those are some of the words. I'm sure I got it out of the way. Some maybe some Link. I think I want QRDO, Link, and Quant. I thought you never bought Quant. Why are you FOMOing into Quant now? What's Curdo? I don't. I think Link's a decent coin, but I'm not interested in buying it. Let's see what's going on in the stock market really quick. The stock market is where it's at right now. I have few Quant, not enough. The stock market is where it's at. Link has Swift deal. Oh, interesting. Uh, I mean, just to do their oracles or what? Are they going to get paid by Swift? Because that's a pretty big deal. But I don't. It's weird. I mean, that like it. Sometimes we think like the stock market. Like, why would that make? Well, I mean, it's a supply and demand, right? It's not like owning stock in a company. It would just be a supply and demand. It's purely supply and demand what drives the price of a coin. I don't know. It's a weird way of thinking. Let's see what's going on. Like Stacy's mom. Nasdaq was up, it was down, it was up, it was down. It's currently up. It's basically flat. So the Nasdaq's up 20, which is basically flat. The SPOOs and the forward slash ES, the SPOOs, because they're the future for the S&P 500. That's just a nickname. People in the know, the cool people, the cool kids, they call it the SPOOs. So now that I've told you, you're in the cool kids club. The SPOOs are down 4, which is basically flat. Crude oil, $87, makes the ladies holler. Bitcoin, basically flat, hovering around that 20,000 level. It's been at that 20,000 level since Christ was reborn. Natural gas, $7, up 8 cents. Let's take a good laugh at gold. Gold, $1,723. Silver up 12 cents, over $20. 20.665. What are bonds doing? Bonds down to 126. I think they got as low as like 125 or something yesterday. I do see a lot of green on my board. We did put on a Jade Lizard in PayPal 2 days ago. And I said, if this thing, the cost basis, I got $564 credit. I did say yesterday, if you get 10% profit one day, you should take it off. Well, I hit like $60+ profit yesterday. So I should have taken it off, but I didn't. We're 2 days in and it's over 60% profit right now. I shouldn't take it off. Man, I mean, $60? I can't even buy chat burritos at Chipotle right now. So we're going to continue to let that run, stay engaged. I mean, at the end of the day, the worst thing that can happen to me is I end up getting some PayPal at an $80 cost basis. I mean, seems like a pretty good deal, unless PayPal crashes to like $30, and then I won't think it's a good deal. But them's are the risks we take. My Palantir position. This position is down $43. We continue to get credits on it. We continue to roll this out for credit. So if this bad boy can find its way above $10 in the future, it's going to be a nice winner chicken dinner. If not, eventually maybe I get some Palantir shares put to me. But we've earned $1.33 in credit on this bitch so far. Let's see, is that right? 95 and 38. 95. No, we've earned like $1.43. 95 and $1.11. What? $1.05, $1.11 and 22. Now it's $1.33. What do you know? We've earned $1.33 credit. So if we end up getting Palantir put to us at $10 a share, our cost basis on it would really be $8.67 right now. So technically, I'm only down 9 cents a share on this. That is how you win at the stock market, boys and girls. You're not, Meet Kevin's not teaching you that. Jeremy Lafebe is not teaching you that. Tom Nash is not teaching you that. The greatest YouTuber, greatest alpha on the planet is teaching you that. Now, I know a lot of that seemed a little bit over your heads, but I keep reinforcing it. Ask questions. I sold a $10 Palantir put initially for 95-cent credit. Options are done in lots of 100, so that 95 cents is times 100, so that I received a $95 credit. I sold a put, a $10 put, meaning I sold a naked put, meaning the person that sold me that put has the option to put 100 shares of Palantir to me at $10 a share. So my cost basis would be that $10 a share times 100 shares is $1,000 minus the $95 credit received. So my cost basis at that time would have been $9.05 a share, right? The trade started going against me. Palantir started going down. We rolled it out. Received another credit for 16 cents, lowering my cost basis down another $16 per share. Now I'm down below $9 a share. And, it continued. Now it's been hovering around this $8, $9 for a while. So we roll it out again. We rolled it twice. This time I got a 22-cent credit. And now it's 43 days to go. You always want your You always want your options to be in like a 60 to 30 to 20-day period, days to expiration. DTE, days to expiration. I got 43 days to go. We're going to let this cook for another 15 to 25 days. If Palantir starts going up, this is going to be a pure winner. If Palantir continues to spin sideways, we continue to roll it. Palantir dumps. We buy some Palantir, and then we wait for it to recover, or we sell calls against it, or we take a loss. Sometimes you take a loss. But doing everything I just talked about gives you a greater than 50% chance, right? Way greater than 50% chance. Now, if you just go out and buy a stock, it's 50-50 right there. And who knows how long it's going to take. You might be a winner. There's nothing wrong with building core positions of stocks, right? Buy some good core positions. Anyway, that probably bored you all to tears because I think most people right now are crypto, but I'm telling you, and I am too, but I'm telling you right now, the money's in the stock market. It's hard to make money in crypto right now, and I don't think that's going to change anytime soon. Let's finish this off and then we can talk some crypto. Tesla's up $2.84. I still need to consider selling some premium over here. Oh, well, we sold a put spread. I don't even remember doing that. How's that doing? Oh no, we sold an iron condor. That's up $5. An iron condor is where you sell a put spread, you sell a call spread. It's basically a strangle with upside and downside protection. Oh, excuse me, received a $1.85 credit. Whenever you do put spreads, call spreads, iron condors, you want to get 1/3 the width to strike. $5, 200 to 205, and 295 to 300. Those are $5 wide. You want to get $1.67 repeating plus premium. We got $1.85. Technically, $1.85 is more credit, but statistically, it gives you a slightly lower percentage chance of success on winning that. Iron condors could be tough because quite often stocks can move outside of their expected range. You could see in the next 43 days, the IVR on Tesla is 72%, which is pretty high. The expected move in the next 43 days is right here. That's going to be $41.79. And you can also see it with the brown line right here. This brown line is the expected move in Tesla. So I basically put an iron condor on a little bit bullish right at the expected move here and outside the expected move to the upside, and got a little bit more than 1/3 the width to strike. So I'm pretty happy with that trade. Let's see if there's anything else we can put on. Beyond Meat, $16. Chewy. Clean Spark. Didn't that used to be like a $30 stock? I swear. Maybe not. Did they have a split? Let me pull this up on TradingView. Bitcoin, 20,200. Oh my goodness. Could you be more boring, crypto? I don't even know if I want to talk about crypto. What the hell is there to talk about other than some Swift deal with Link and cute Quirdo? What's Quirdo, bro? Brow. CLSK. I'm so excited. Yeah, man, this used to be a $30 stock. Oh my goodness. Is this company going out of business? What the hell's going on here? Don't they do Bitcoin mining? I thought they were like a battery charging at first, and then they got into crypto mining. Yeah, they're a Bitcoin miner. Have they always just been a Bitcoin miner? Uh, it, we mine Bitcoin since mining our very first Bitcoin, we've used sustainable energy that mix and includes nuclear power. We need more nuclear power, and I'm not even joking. Hydroelectric, solar, wind. We purchase carbon offsets to make up the difference. I don't. This whole buying carbon offsets. Explain that to me. That seems like a Ponzi scheme. Like we companies like Tesla could sell their shit. Like they have extra credits and they can just sell them. I don't get it. Like I don't get it. Right? I really don't. Someone explain that to me, please. All right. I'm not gonna do anything with this. I don't need any more Bitcoin miner exposure. I've already got plenty of that over in the era. Let's see, Hut, Mara, and Riot. I mean, about the only one I don't have is Clean Spark. Tesla. Let's take a look at what kind of premium we can get. Mm, man, 12%. Should I do it? God damn it. I'm thinking about selling a covered call on Tesla. I've been I've been threatening to do this and I did it once a while back and I got scared. I got freaking scared. I thought at the time it was all of my shares before the 3-to-1 split. I need to start doing this more. Am I making cheddar with options? I just started doing them in the last week. What do you want? Do you want me to double my bank account in a month? We just started doing this shit like this week. Besides Palantir, do you want to see how we're doing? Excuse me. Year to date, I just recently put $20,000 in this account, like 1 to 2 months ago, and we haven't done a lot. We're gonna start doing. We're trying to do more. We're trying to do more. This account right now, uh, I think we're down $900. Is that right? Let me take a look at something. 100. Wait, this doesn't even make sense. Oh, yeah, because we lost $1,000 in Ethereum. I don't remember doing that. I don't even think that's right. This says we lost $1,000 in Ethereum. Maybe I did. Well, yeah, I lost money because of freaking Ethereum. And I want to see how much the net. I want to see the net look of this account. 19,696. So the net look of this account's 19,000, basically $19,700. Like I said, I put 20 grand into this account a couple months ago. So let's see how we do. Let's watch this. Take a look at the ERA. The ERA is down. This is because of Tesla, I think. Yeah, Tesla's down. I've had Tesla for a long time, so Tesla's down this year. Other than that, all right, so we lost some money on a Bitcoin future. We lost $30 on the 10-year. We made 11 on the 2-year. We made some money on oil. We lost a little bit money on a Bitcoin future. We made $464 on Coinbase. I think that was straight stock. We lost $1,200 on Facebook. I think that was straight stock. Good, we made 15. PayPal, we've made $394. I think that's been stock and options. Snap, we lost little. Spy, TLT. So I don't know. Let's pay attention. This is one of the really cool things about Tastyworks. It gives you your realized and unrealized gains on a per count basis. Link down below. I don't really get anything other than the satisfaction of knowing you are on the greatest platform on the planet. It does take $2,500 for a margin account. One thing you do want to consider if you're doing stocks and options, if you have less than 25,000 in your account, you're considered pattern day trading, which is the stupidest law on the planet. You can't buy and sell more than 3 stocks or options in a 5-day period. So if you buy a stock on Monday, buy a different stock on Tuesday, buy a different stock on Thursday, and then on Friday you sell all 3 of them, and then on Friday you buy another stock and you sell it. You've now made 4 opening and closing trades in a 5-day period, and your account will get suspended for 90 days. Are you freaking kidding me? The dumbest law on the planet. You don't have that with crypto. You can, and futures don't count either, but you probably shouldn't be trading futures. That whole $25,000 is just when they first open it up. You got to be very careful with that. You probably don't really want to trade. You don't probably want to start trading like crazy. That you don't want to break that. Once you go over $25,000 and once you make more than 3 opening closing trades in a 5-day period, it immediately puts your account in day trading status. And if your account falls below that 25,000, you're going to have a margin call. You're either going to have a margin call and you're going to have to put the money in to keep it above 25,000, or they're going to kick you back into the pattern day trading and you might get suspended again. I don't remember. So you typically want to have about 50,000 plus in there before, you just throw the pattern day trading out the window. Tell your senators, tell your representatives, hey, why do we have dumbass laws like this? I don't know that they can do much about it, though. I think that's like all the SEC. I don't know, right? I just know it's a really stupid law. I think I'm going to go to Walmart this morning. Get that out of the way. What do y'all think? Should I do a poll? Should I go to Walmart this morning? I'm not going to do a poll. I'm 99% sure I'm going to go to Walmart this morning. I got to go get my car smogged. I'm going to take care of that most likely. God, do you have car smog? Is car smogging a thing in your state or country? So freaking annoying. Every 2 years you got to go take your car to get smogged. We don't even have viewers anymore for oh. There's 4 viewers, bitch. We could get 4 votes. Let's see. Now, anything else I want to do over here in the stack market? Stack lemonade. Mickey D's. Moo. Micron. I feel like I'm itching to put something on. Snap. Square. Square is beaten down to hell. We can get a little crazy. Just a little bit, maybe a little bit too crazy. Tattooed Chef. My goodness, they're gonna get kicked out of the NASDAQ here pretty soon. You know what? Let's just put on a tattooed chef trade. It can't go any lower, can it? Oh my goodness. I was thinking about selling a tattooed chef $5 put, getting 50-cent credit. Let's do it. I'm gonna go for 55. If we get 55, let's see what the 3-star liquidity bid ask 10 cent. This probably won't fill, but oh shit. I didn't want to do that we did it in the IRA. Who cares? It probably won't fill anyway. Uber could be interesting. They have earnings 11-1. I'm going to put on, actually, let's look at the chart. I think I'm going to put on an Uber Strangle. So strangles have upside downside because it's a naked call, naked put. Excuse me. So in November it was as high as $63. I really don't think that's coming back in the next. So back in March, we can go all the way back to March. It was at 37. It got as low as 19. So say it goes down to 20 again. I can lose like $800 or so, but we can also defend against it. We can go a little wider. $1.37. Yeah. Oh, even if it went all the way down to 20, it wouldn't even be much of a loss, and we can roll it down. So I'm with this. So this line right here, this dotted line, is a standard deviation move. That would be considered a pretty big move. 43 days to go. I'm going to get $1.37 credit. Might have to adjust this. 1 to 2 pennies. Probably 2 pennies. We're going to walk this down. Oh, we got filled, $1.36. All right, we got a strangle on an Uber. I'm both excited and scared. Very, very scared. Problem with this, if the most I can lose is the hardest, the biggest loss would be like Uber triples. If Uber stock were to go to like $100 overnight, then I would take like a $7,000 loss. Strangle. Don't excite me there, Retro. All right, what's this Quarto? I mean, I don't even know that I want to look at the price. Do we like? Oh, Bitcoin's actually going down a little. Ethereum 1300. What's Solana? 33.1 below 2. Matic. I mean, gee, mini Christmas. Quant 140. Fedora 0.0035. Cadena $1.43. I'm up on my Cadena. VFi. You updated to the latest Windows? Yeah, I kind of like it too. I'm not gonna update this PC because I don't want to deal with the headache. Uh, I could update my. I'm just gonna wait till I get a new PC. But what I've seen so far of it, I like. It looks clean. I like the rip off of Mac, the Mac OS, the little bar in the center. I'm by no means an expert, but it looks pretty clean. What is this Quirdo? Radical new crypto infrastructure. Is this something different? Oh, Credo? This a new chain? Biggest names in crypto? The only one I've heard of so far is Nexo. And I don't trust them with your money. They have a wallet about. Yeah, it looks like there's some kind of layer 1. Open source, open network, permissionless. Anonymous. They have an anonymous team. Like this looks like a scam, a Ponzi. About. Open source. I mean, open network, permissionless, audited, insured. Oh, they have fintech? That's somewhat interesting. There's not much here though. From the early days of RSA, are they talking about RSA cryptography? To the first wave of zero knowledge proof, ZK proofs. Is this a layer 2 sidechain? An Ethereum layer 2 sidechain? And globally distributed applications our driven mission has been applying cryptography to solve industry's biggest problem. What's industry's biggest problem? We believe in the power of digital assets, blah, blah, blah. Blah, 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 blah. Careers at, how do you say this? Credo? Credo? They gonna crater? We use the latest innovations in cryptography and distributed ledger technology to deliver unique solutions to securing. This is all a bunch of like buzzwords, and I feel bad because I'm kind of like, what makes you love this so much? Jay Sizz in the house. How you doing, brother? Talking about a long time no see. Oh, you just wanted to check it out, but you're already kind of not liking it now. Yeah, I've been talking about a lot recently that I didn't think the bottom was in, but I'm starting to think it could be, and we discussed that yesterday. Retro thinks it in. I think it could be in. I mean, I think it's gonna spin sideways and be up and down, and like I think we could be here for a while. You know what I'm saying? But you know what else I'm saying? I don't freaking know. So we're just trading markets. That's why I'm getting back into trading options. Watch me make money, Retro. What do you mean? I'm up $64 on my PayPal position. I'm now up $2 on that Uber Strangle, and my Tesla put spread. I'm up $2. Now I'm even. Make tomorrow's title: Making Passive Income with Options. That shit ain't passive, bro. That shit's active. All right. There are people that make. I think I've made that title: Making Passive Income with Options. It ain't passive. That shit is active AF. Looks terrible. Decentralized custody. Credo combines the cryptographic security of multi-party computation with its own layer 2 blockchain network. The result is something we call decentralized. Oh, so they're just making shit up now? Multi-party computation. That's that Credo combined with what is multi-party? That sounds stupid. That sounds insecure. This unique approach unleashes the full potential. Why? They're just using a bunch of big words and throwing a bunch of like, oh, people don't understand. You know what? The problem is I do understand multi-party computation. This unique approach. I mean, that just sounds multi-party computation. Just kind of sounds like nodes, validator nodes, to be quite honest. None of the risks with none of the risks or limitations of traditional crypto custody solutions. How does this eliminate the risk of traditional crypto custody solutions? They're making just big claims with nothing to back it up. Custody without Credo's decentralized self custody means you no longer have to depend on vulnerable centralized storage. I mean, you don't have to worry about that with Ethereum, Cardano, Solana, Bitcoin. You don't have to worry about any of that. You just put it on your freaking, you leave it on chain. You put it on a ledger. You don't have to worry about freaking vendor risk. Cross chain interoperability. Credo, custody port, blah, blah. What, like, Comprehensive monitoring and reporting. Oh, so they have an open ledger? Oh my goodness. This looks like the biggest. Are you kidding me? Arrange call or demo? Dude, what is this garbage you bring into us? I'm not even like I'm not even gonna do it. Let's see. Retro thinks the bottom is somewhere between here and early 2023. The story with Russia is they're just trying to posture and flex. They want to test. They're probably going to test an underwater nuclear missile, something like 50 times bigger than the Hiroshima bomb underwater, and they want to do it near the Ukraine. Like, it's a really weird move. Like, something tells me that Ukraine's not. I feel like those our Ukrainian brothers and sisters are gonna fight to their to their last dying breath, right? I think they're gonna go down fighting. What's Capo saying? He had a whole bunch of tweets. We can take a look at that in a minute. This 9 to 5 is turned to a 9 to 7. Hopefully, you're making that bread so you can buy some crypto because this is the, in my opinion, opportunity of a lifetime to be buying stocks and crypto. Retro says, so here's the thing, bitch. The sea pool community is very tightly woven. What is it? Who is the sea pool community? You brought them up yesterday. Sounds like a bunch of Kool-Aid sipping idiots. It sounds like you got yourself up into a freaking cult. Uncollateralized liquidity for institutions. Clear pool finance. I'll start taking a look at this. Market leading returns. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds. I do like to get to Walmart between like 20 minutes from now and 35 minutes from now. And I said I was going to do something else. I don't remember what that was. It's somewhere here in the chat. Chainlink is working on interchain operability with where smart contract on one chain will affect the smart contract on another chain securely. This is the way. What is how I need like that kind of, I'm trying to understand that. Like once interchain operability where a smart contract on one chain, I so now it's basically you have oracles on your chain, but there's no real interchain operability, I guess. And this could have to do with like bridging money across and things like that. So that's interesting. That plus the Swift deal, you should look into that, Retro. Maybe you really want to buy some Link now. It's been deflationary for the last 4 months. The narrative still hasn't caught on. We know Cordo is being watched by a lot of people and big CT guys. Based on what? Clearpool's on Polygon? What is Clearpool? Abba in the house. Long time no see, man. How are you doing, brother? What is Clearpool? Is it just a Dex? Oh, it's a Dex or a farm on Matic? Yeah, so just some garbage farm on Matic. So there's a bunch of idiots over on Clearpool that, like, what? Oh my goodness! Clearpool's everything's institutional liquidity until they pull it. Everything is like a good farm is institutions coming in and then eventually making you their exit liquidity. What? All right. I'm going to read this. I probably uh, is a layer 2. How, how many? Oh, this was a pretty funny Twitter that I looked at last week. Which animals could you beat in a fight? Which of the following animals, if any, do you think you could beat in a fight? And then they asked British and Americans. Only about 67% of Brits thought they could beat a rat in a fight. And Americans, it was like who are these 30% that don't think they can beat a rat in a fight? House cat, look, you go up against the wrong house cat, you're gonna get your ass kicked. But goose is above house cat. Man, Brits are pussies. They're going. You know what? You see some of these fighters come up in the UFC out of England, and you think, man, these dudes are tough as nails. But apparently, most of them are bitches. Only 50% of Brits think they could take on a goose. Like, I'd probably rather fight a goose than a house cat. Eagle? No. Yeah, now, like, eagles will kick your ass, right? Large dog, chimpanzee. Yeah, so these are all like, yeah, you're definitely you're an idiot if you think you could take these on. It is a little bit interesting. A kangaroo, more people think they could, a higher percentage of people think they could take out a king cobra versus a kangaroo. I guess. I mean, the only people that are thinking that they could take on a king cobra live in Florida because you can own king cobras over there. So there's a bunch of idiots in that state. There's actually people that think they can. Man, well, maybe the Brits aren't pussies. It's just that the Americans are way more confident than they should be. Like 10% of Americans think they could take on a lion and a gorilla. A crocodile, I could see. A wolf, you're gonna get your ass kicked. A lion, no chance. Like unless you have like a big ass knife on you, and even then you're probably gonna get effed up. An elephant? Close to 10% of Americans think they could take on an elephant. What planet? No, no. 0% of people would take on an elephant and win. If the elephant wants to win, you're going to lose. What are you going to do? Run behind a tree? He'll just smash that shit on top of you. Grizzly bear? What are you going to do? Punch it in the nose? Grizzly bear's going to F you up. There ain't no one. You're done. You're done. You're done, son. You're not beating a grizzly bear. Retro, did you start drinking early? Retro says he could take on an elephant. How are you gonna take on an elephant? You gonna plug his trunk? You're gonna stick your fist in his trunk and he's gonna suffocate? Bust his You're gonna Tanya Harding his ass? I was supposed to be doing some on-chain sleuthing. The well is dry. Yeah. The well is dry. That's why I'm not doing farms. I'm not doing like I will pay it. You bring. I'm not trying to discourage you. Continue to bring these to me. We're keeping Quant on the radar. We're keeping QRDO on the radar. I'm interested to see if these plays will be players in the next bull run. I am looking for that next player in the bull run. Maybe it's QRDO. Maybe it's QNT. Maybe it's Aptos. Maybe it's Sweet. I don't know. What is the next Cadena? Is Cadena the next Cadena still? Chill Baggins in the house. No. The only weapons are these. Your hands. Those are your only weapons. I could take on The best shape of my life, Tom, when I was at the best at karate and the best at jujitsu and the best at like Muay Thai and all that. And I'm not trying to say I was some kind of badass. I was just in shape, and you combine all those together. I can do some jujitsu moves. I could kick you in the head. I could kick you in the. I could do a side thrust kick or a spinning back kick to your jaw if I wanted to at certain points in my life. I could have taken out a rat. I could have taken out a house cat. I could have taken out a goose. Medium sized dog? What's a medium sized dog? Probably, but you're gonna come out of that with some scrapes and bruises. An eagle will F you up. If you've ever seen the talons and a beak on an eagle, if that shit wants you, what are you gonna do? I mean, even if you punch, it's not like you're gonna knock it out. It's gonna F you up. Like I don't. What are you gonna do? Grab it? Magically grab it by one of its legs, and then the other one's gonna grab on, and then that beak is just gonna start pecking your eyes out. You're screwed. You're screwed. Chimpanzee. Okay, that thing is gonna do circles around you and F you up. Right? It'll probably shit on you, blind you, do a couple like jump up into the trees and come down, and like you're done. You're not. You're done. You're not gonna. King Cobra, come on, dude. Unless you're a professional snake handler, you're probably not gonna live against a King Cobra. I mean, and we're saying you have to fight it. You can't run. You have to fight this shit. Kangaroo, you got a puncher's chance against a kangaroo, but that kangaroo is gonna kick back on its tail and just jack your ass up. A wolf, uh, you have no chances against a wolf are bad. Crocodile, no, you're not gonna win against a crocodile, right? How are you like if you have to? How are you gonna beat a You're gonna choke it out? No, that thing has got way more stamina, muscle, and energy than you. You're eventually gonna get worn out, and it's just gonna eat your ass. A gorilla. Well, how are you gonna beat? How is anyone gonna beat a gorilla in a fight? One punch and you're dead. If you ever watch those slap fights on YouTube, it's just gonna like it's barely even gonna do it. You're dead. One shot, you're dead. Lion? What are you gonna do? Punch a lion in the throat? You're dead. Elephant? Grizzly bear? Like, come on, this is just a waste of time at this point. We are the top of the chain because of our cabeza, because of our brains, because we can build big ass guns to shoot these things, right? Or we can build structures that make it, that they can't get into. There used to be a time where humans walked the earth. They didn't have nice houses that they could go into, and the lions had a hard time getting into. They would sleep in caves. The lions would just go in and eat their shit. King Cobra fight. You could maybe all right. So you could pull off the 5-finger death punch on a kangaroo. I'll give you that. A chimpanzee, you might be able to pull that off, and a gorilla. So if you legitimately know the 5-finger death punch, you have your chance against like 3 of the things on this list. A goose. You could like a 5-finger death punch would be overkill on a goose, but pulling that off, like I oh my goodness. Suckers punch it from below. What are you sucker punching? You sucker punching the chimpanzee? Yeah, right. I'm talking about no weapons. Right, you're just out there. You run up against a kangaroo in the wild. You run up against a gorilla in the Walmart parking lot, right? And there's no way for you to escape. It's just you and that gorilla. And the only weapons you have on you are your car keys and your belt, right? if you're crafty with the belt, maybe you could fashion a weapon. You whip that sucker out, and you somehow duct tape the keys to it, and you can You can make some kind of makeshift weapon out of it. No, there's no one. There's no one beating a grizzly bear in a fight. What do you mean grizzlies eat asshole first? Is that true? Are you just making a joke? Are you trolling, or is that actually a fact? Grizzlies go for the asshole. Front kick a grill in the nuts. You know what? That's not. That's a decent strategy. That might give you a chance against some of these animals. I mean, they're just going to get pissed off and walk away for a couple minutes. You're going to have to grizzlies. This eat asshole first. Like, what is this? Is this like from a movie? Holy shit. Why some animals eat asshole first. I told you this channel has a real alpha. I mean, you're dead. Who cares? Unless you're still kind of half alive. And you know what? Maybe you're into that kind of thing. It might be pleasurable for some people at first. Like, I feel like this picture could be worth 1,000 words. Yeah, they are going for the... Oh, this poor deer is still alive, too. Ugh. Yeah, who doesn't eat a little? Outside of jokes, I saw a dude on Reddit that got badly effed up by a bear. Was it Leonardo DiCaprio? Someone show you a clip of that Leonardo DiCaprio movie, Retro, and they fooled you? All right, let's get this wrapped up. You're infringing on my Walmart time. Bitcoin. Ooh, Bitcoin's tanking. Is the stock market? I mean, it's not really tanking. It's down a few $100, but it is going down. I bet the stock market. Oh, we got to see a red over here. My Uber trade's up $5. Maybe I should take that off. Tesla's now down $4. Yee. PayPal $66. It's the Nasdaq and the E-mini S&P. We do got an important number coming out tomorrow. Nasdaq's now down 60. And the E-mini S&P is down 24. Let's see if there's some kind of headline. Like, this is a bit of a little bit of the old fade the market. Reverse on the open. DeFi. Dun 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 dun. Gold move caused, let's see, detonations caused extensive damage to Nord Stream pipeline. Oh, is that why the Nord Stream pipeline's getting effed up? Is because of the war? Oh, jobless claims. I thought the jobless claims was tomorrow. Was that today? Is that why the market's crashing? New applications for unemployment rose last week, and the latest sign of a cooling labor market, although they remain close to pandemic lows. So I guess I thought the jobs numbers was tomorrow. That came out. Maybe that's why the market's going down a little. It's just down a little, right? It's down, and it may not hold, or it may get a lot worse. Who knows? I do know we'll be back tomorrow, No Right Friday, 6:30 a.m. PST, and we can check in. We can check in on our options plays. If you guys want to start getting into doing some of that yourself, again, link down below. I always be here to help you out. Start watching some Tasty Works. They got plenty of classes on how to do that. Again, options give you a greater than 50% chance of success if you know what you're doing. And they give you the confidence. They give you a lot of confidence in trading in general. your ability to make decisions in life. I know that sounds weird, but you can constantly make, like, you saw me rip off a couple trays today like it was nothing, right? If you can do that with your money, when money's at stake, just imagine how you could take over the world. All right, everyone. I will be back tomorrow, 6:30 a.m. PST. Be there. You're an F Square. Love you all.